myself in so many different levels this whole time. I give myself this way, 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 this way, this way, this way, this way, and 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 in this way. What the fuck? It was just on the perfect time when I said that 33 anyways. I can't believe I said all those this ways is the thing. But it's like, man. And now finally, in this way. It's like a constant, like, greater renunciation of things. I'd always been thinking it too, because it's like, what did I give up? I had to say, you know, that sometimes you have to become rich before you can renounce riches. Otherwise, it's like, what did you renounce? You renounced not having money when you never had it to begin with. You just, like, renounced wanting something or whatever. You know, it's like... You got some comfy homes now. You know, this really cool guy I've become. You know, this love for myself. But now it feels like I have to give myself up completely. Because what I'm doing is so scary that it seems so dangerous to me that it's like... Like, holy crap. I had this beautiful white moth in here yesterday. Now I got this other moth in here today. I don't know how I got in there, this one. I love it that beautiful white moth was with me yesterday. I just don't know how they get in. I'm like, where'd you come from, friend? You crawl in the zipper somehow? Anyways. But yeah, now I have to just give up myself. Because what if it doesn't work? What if I screw myself completely? I mean, there's been a reason why I haven't been taking doses like this. Because I'm scared that I'll lose myself to it, or I'll break my body in some way, and man, if any of those things happen, I guess I actually do have a strange confidence that kind of makes me want to take the risk of it, thinking, you know, hey, if something really terrible does happen, I can probably recover. I mean, I've had a lot of successes, way more than I've had failures, but I've also backed out of it, you know, twice, which was pretty difficult to have happen. But only twice, and I've had countless experiences, you know, countless. I don't think there's been any more than that, let me think. Yeah, only twice. All the other ones were successes. Amazing successes, by the way. Like, whoa. That's another thing, too. I have not done anything to the degree in which I used to do things in a while. I mean, talk about taking yourself to the end. I mean, I have done flows until I was sure I was going to die. And because I was so surrendered to flow and so confident in everything where I was, I just kept going even if I was going to die. I was like, fuck it then. then I'll die. I'll just keep doing this. I'll die then. And I didn't die. And that was fortunate. So, what a great blessing. But that was strong. I was strong. I'm just like, man, I feel lazy now. I don't feel quite as strong. I feel worried. I feel burdened. I feel like afraid for my body. But man, I've injured myself a few times now. That was the big downward spiral that happened for me. It was like injuring myself. It's scary. Injuring your body when your body's used to being really strong and really quick with a great amount of endurance. And then thinking about, the smallest movement hurting you somehow. I fell on some rocks the other day and my fucking hand feels super screwed. I'm like, what? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I could catch myself. I didn't fall very far. I mean, why? I'm glad my hands were there to stop my face from smacking the rock, but jeez, how weak are my wrists and my hands right now? I remember falling from quite some distance and being able to, land on my hands and feet on all fours and be fine. Way up. Not on the rock, but I'm sure I could have landed on a rock just fine then. Sure, this time I went a little quick, but come on. How weak am I right now? And how long is it going to take to be strong again? Not long if I just, do my due diligence, or not due diligence. Why do I keep saying funny words with me? If I just do my work, Okay, it kind of makes sense, but and I just keep in, if I'm just diligent, and maybe that's what it is. I don't really know what due diligence means. Anyways. Yeah, if I just, every day, work it out. But because I keep on hurting myself and my muscles keep getting weak, and then I keep on waiting for the ceremony too. I'm like, okay, well maybe I'm gonna have the ceremony tonight, maybe I'm gonna have it tonight, maybe I'm gonna have it tonight, maybe I'm gonna have it tonight. And so it's like I don't want to be, too worn out. And then I end up being too afraid to do it, and I end up being too afraid to do it, and I end up being too afraid to do it. And then I'm like, okay, that's it, I'll just wait till this day, and that means I'm just going to relax today and just prepare for that day. And then I'm like, oh shit, but no, man, I need to be strong, and I'm going through all these little mind hassles. But I got to do it. So I love you all. Unconditional love for all beings everywhere without one exception at the center frequency. I don't know if this is really motivating you to want to do what it is that I've done, because it's insane, difficult. But I don't think that it had to be exactly. I guess it did, because it has. But I just mean, originally, I came so fast and so powerful into this flow that, I accelerated so quickly, so strong, so instantly, becoming the strongest and fastest frequency on the planet, that if there would have been somebody like me around that could have helped me and boosted me up, it would have been amazing. So I would love one day for us to have a community. I don't know if any lotus can grow from a different muck, but it has to. Good luck walking in my footsteps. You'd have to be me. You can walk in your own, and they can be similar. Not the exact same, but they can be similar, and I can help. And that's what I plan to do. And so, if this is successful, you can learn from me that no matter what, no matter where your mind goes, no matter where it's been and where it comes to, you can always make it back to where you went. And This way that I plan to do it is unorthodox. People would say, no, 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 it's time for you to sit down and meditate. Well, you do that. I'm going to super accelerate myself in a form of meditation that's like having years and years of meditation in a single evening. And I'm going to do it in that very dangerous and scary route that people told me not to do it in. And I'm going to do that because, well, if I can, then everybody can. Because, I mean, why couldn't they? I'm not greater than anybody or lesser than anybody. So, yeah. And the worst case scenario is that I just learn really amazing shortcuts anyway, and we're all good. Or the very, very actual worst case scenario is that I lose myself completely, I die, I break my body, I'm unable to do these things anymore, I have to surrender to some lesser version of life, to my ego consciousness or whatever it is that I feel like is my purpose, and that's okay. That will kill me if I lose my ability to weave, but I'll have to accept it. That's just how it is. I just have to. There's just nothing else you can do but accept, you know. And if I do break my body really bad, I'll probably start smoking cigarettes again. So that's kind of fun. That's kind of like a reward plus, because I like to smoke tobacco. Not really cigarettes. I'm American Spirit rolling tobacco. I like to roll my own smokes. There's cigarettes. I mean, you can call them that. It'd be alright. Sacred medicine, you know. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, on a plus side, if I completely destroy myself, I'll probably have the excuse to smoke again. Because why not at that point? The reason I want my body to be strong is so that I can do this perfect vessel thing that I want to do. Seems like it's my purpose. So why not just go completely at it? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I've never been forsaken. I've just had to be really strong. These past two were very difficult, much more difficult than any other experience I've ever had, because it forced me to do channel work in ways that, I guess before I was just like doing it awesomely, naturally, and then this time I was like so in much doubt and fear to where it had to make me do it for a long duration. And maybe that's a sign that I just need to do it constantly, always, all the time. And if I can use medicine to help me get back into that flow and that dedication and that kind of a place of strength, then awesome. Now if I hurt my body and then I have to like wait for a long time before I can do it, it's going to be like something I really don't want to have happen, but I can't miss this gateway. It's time. And my body's not quite there, but I know I can heal myself completely, fully, all the time, always. And so if I can prove that to myself again and believe that and fall so deep into my breath again to where I know that, then awesome. Because everything I've done is through following the breath. All that was simply breathing. That's all that was. I didn't do anything else but breathe that whole time. I know it seems silly, but the same thing with my movement, I just breathe. Like, you see, that was not very strong. Anyways, it's tough to just force everything, but just breathing. It's all about, it's because I'm trying to show you, it's all breathing. Everything. All breath. So I have breath work to teach. Maybe not as powerful as Wim Hof. I haven't learned Tumo. I haven't taught myself that. I wish I would, though, because then I literally could survive without anything. I could just walk around in shorts only, just breathe everywhere I go. And if I could master breathing to have energy sustained, I wouldn't need to eat anymore either. And then eating would become like a poison to me. I'd be like, ooh, I'm just like destroying and consuming things for no reason. Yeah, it's interesting. That was a 33 too. And so I am looking for that, because it doesn't make sense that food would sustain you at light frequencies. I mean, if you're moving as a golden beam of light, you know how much calories you got to be burning if you're running on fuel, food fuel? I just can't imagine you could carry a whole sack of burgers with you, like the Hamburglar at McDonald's, and be able to sustain that kind of an energy flow. I mean, you'd have to be source pointing that stuff at that point. Jeez. You know how much energy is inside of a single atom? Anyways. Okay, well, this has been a lot of fun. We've been on here for an extremely long time, and I think I'm just going to go. Love you all so much. I could talk to you forever. It's been 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 26 seconds. Love you guys. You're the best. Aloha. Mahalo. Mantakue. Oyasin.